Hello there. My name is Laura and I come from Finland. I am polyamorous in knitting and in life, and this podcast is mostly about my knitting, except that now I cannot knit. I hurt my wrist while doing some acro yoga, so now I can't do anything with it. I have tried, it makes it worse. But I can talk about knitting, and that is why I am here right now. Because I have been thinking about knitting all the time. I want to knit all the time, but I just can't. Yeah, so first I will show you my finished objects. I have 4 of them. I got them done before I injured my wrist, so I'm glad that I was able to do that at least. As you can see, I am wearing this Junction pullover by Andrea Mauri. I showed this to you last time, and it was a WiP back then, and I am so glad that I got this done. It is a nice lightweight sweater. It is fingering weight, and this lighter yarn is sports weight. What else can I say about this? It took me a while to knit this, but I'm really happy that it is done. Now I can wear it. The yarn is BioBalance by BC Garn, and it is about half cotton and half wool, so it is perfect for this autumn weather, although it is getting a bit warm right now. Yeah. Then another thing that I showed you, I had just started it when I last recorded, was a top by Sari Nordlund, and it is here, and it is the Roman holiday. It's hard to show you because the yarn is black, but I really like this cleavage part here, and the sides are with garter stitch also, so it was pretty easy, but I like the way it looks on me. I used the yarn Katja Tencel cotton, and it is nice and drapey, but if I knit this again, I'll probably use the Knitting for Olive Pure Silk held double, because I think it would feel just lovely. And these straps are a bit long on me, so I'd probably make a bit shorter, and the hem could be maybe a tad taller. I'll insert a picture of me wearing this, because this doesn't look like much when I show you it like this. And then I had 2 surprise cast-ons and FOs, because I got to test knit a hat for Nicole Larkin-York. That is a common thread fiber on YouTube and Instagram, and she has this. It's not published yet, but I made 2 of these because it was such a fun knit. The hat is called the Chiefest of Calamities, and this is inspired by Smaug from the Hobbit movies and the book. And this version is for me, and I knit the brim a bit taller, or actually I knit the it's shorter, but then I added 5 centimeters so I can use it like this, like a bit slouchy, and I like it like this, but I'm not wearing it now because it's too hot. But it was such a really fun knit, an easy color work pattern, and I used sports weight yarn but the pattern called for DK weight yarn, so this color work section is a bit shorter than it would have been with thicker yarn, because I didn't get the row gauge right. And then, because it was so fun to knit this, I knit another one, and this is for my son. He wanted this lilac version of it. This yarn is the lilac yarn is Imagine Soft Merino Thin, and it is also sports weight, and this is, I dyed this myself. I used it first in this shawl, twists and turns, but then I had a lot of it left, so I use it on this and this color work section here. And this dark gray is Ruskanlehti Merino Sport on the colorway Asphaltti, which means asphalt. And here the black yarn is Lang something, sports weight Lang wool yarn. And I had so much fun with these. These were like a little middle works that took like a couple of days per hat. Yeah, so now we are almost set for the winter or the fall. And so that was a quick FO section of this podcast. And I have started a few WiP's because I was trying to knit different things with this arm or this hand that is like hurting all the time if I do something. And the first thing I started with before this happened was the hoodie for my husband, Habibi, who is turning 50, and I promised to knit him a black sweater or a hoodie. And I'm not gonna make it because his birthday is on the 17th of September, and as I cannot knit that, so it won't be ready. But I'll show you what I have done this far. I am using Cascade 220 black, so it doesn't look like much, but I have got this much of the yoke part. Is it yoke if it's a raglan? But because the gauge is quite tight, it really hurts my hand when I knit this, so I can't. And I'm really upset. That was the cat. I'm really upset about this because I promised him that I would make him this, and I'm not able to do that. But I hope it will be done this year. At least the cats are doing something crazy. This is the pattern by Vincent Deland from Le Garçon, and it is called the Montrealer originally, but I named this the Kajaanilainen, which means like the person from Kajaani, because we are from Kajaani. And the original has stripes on it, but as my Habibi wanted a black one, so I'm knitting him a black one, and I guess that it is just right for the Kajaanilainen, because we are like very dark people. not really, but he likes to wear black, so someday this will be done, and I hope I get to start or continue on this soon. Yes. Then, cause I figure that I can maybe knit something with a different gauge or different kind of yarn, I did continue on this the seer from Kuru, and I promised him that I would make this for the winter, and this is going to be a cape, maybe. I'm not very far with this either, and I could knit this better than the Kajaanilainen, but after a while it started to hurt my hand. So I'm not going to knit this either for now. I'm really annoyed and frustrated that I can't knit, because I really want to, and I have promised to make people stuff, and now I cannot make them, and I want to make things for myself, and I cannot do that either, and it just depresses me really that I feel so inadequate or anything, because the things I can do right now are limited, and I want to do a lot of things. Yeah. Then I casted on another thing that I wanted to try, that if I could make that with this hand, and I really didn't get very far. This is what I got. So this is going to be the Shift by Andrea Maury, a cowl with different colors, but this really hurt my hand, so I couldn't do this. And the yarns I'm using are the leftovers of that hat. This is the Ruskanlehti Merino Sport in the colorway Asphaltti. And another yarn is, this is from Ruskanlehti also. This is Munakoiso, which means aubergine or eggplant, depending on where you are from. And this is also Merino Sport. And the third yarn that I'm going to use is this Schoppel Zauberball Stärke. I don't know what 6 is in German, but this is going to be the third colorway. And I will continue on this when I can. Soon, hopefully, but I think that it will take a few weeks at least. And then there is another project that I started, which is totally different, and I got to knit this more than the others because it was so different, because it is knit on 6mm needles. This is US 10, so thick needles and thick yarn. The yarn is Snefnag, Camaro Snefnag, or Snefnug, and the colorway is sort. I'm not sure how to pronounce it, but it's black, as you can see. And this is going to be a cardigan, and I have planned to knit this for a while, but I haven't gotten around it yet. But I think this will be the one that I will start working on when I can. And it is going to be, oh, hand hurt because I lifted this magazine from this line number 7. Yeah, it's going to be this Go Hey cardigan. I'm not sure how to pronounce it, but as I am Finnish, I pronounce it the Finnish way, Go Hey, as we do here. And it is this loose, a bit short-sleeved, really nice cardigan. I am going to, or I'm knitting this extra small size because there is a lot of positive ease on that pattern, like 30 or 40 centimeters. So it will have maybe 15 centimeters positive ease on me because I don't want it to be quite that large on me. So, but this was easier to knit because I didn't have to, the gauge is quite loose, as you can see, maybe, yeah. And I didn't have to like hold it so tightly on my left hand. But when I knit like an hour of this, then it started to hurt. So yeah, was that it? Yeah, that was quite a quick going through, quick I don't remember the word. Anyway, I would like to knit all of these and get something done. But as I am not able, I have been trying to do something that I can. So I tried to crochet because I have this. I started this maybe a year ago and I'm not very far. This is, I had this bottom of a basket or a bag. But as it turns out, you have to hold the project with your left hand if you're crocheting with your right. So I made maybe 3 stitches and then gave up. And maybe someday I will crochet some more, because that is not my passion and I'm not really good at crocheting anything, but I can do those baskets and some easy stuff. And then I have this is also an old project, and I figured that this would be easy on my hand, but it was okay for a while then, but then because I'm using this, then I'll have to hold this on my left hand. Then when I hold it long enough, it starts to hurt because my thumb is really not liking to hold anything. I've been making these I-cords like from these old yarns that I got from somewhere. Some of these I have frogged from old socks or like salvaged some yarn that I could if the socks were broken, but there was some okay yarn still left. So I've tried to make these, and one day when I have enough of these, I will crochet something. I can show you what I've done before. I have one thing here. I've made this This is just a small example, but this I-cord I made by hand on the, what's it called? A doll. I don't remember. It's the, you make the I-cord in this knitting doll with a needle, and so it was quite slow, but then I got that machine, so it's quicker. But I will knit now no crochet with a big crochet hook and make some round stuff from those. I was thinking that I would maybe make something for the cats, like maybe a small like cat's baskets or something. But actually it takes quite a lot of I-cord when you crochet it, so I don't think that I have enough of that yet. But I'm using all sorts of yarns that I don't know what I'll do with otherwise. And what else? I have this glass thingy that I have my fingering weight scrap balls here, and when I have enough, I'm going to do something with them too. But for now, I'm just holding them here, and I have to put this on here because the cats will steal those balls otherwise. So this is what keeps them safe here. Yeah, and I have my knitting notes. I could use a row counter, but I'm old-fashioned like this. I want to use paper and pen. What else? Oh, then I have been reading a bit, because I have read before, or there are times in my life that I read a lot, and then there are times that I don't read that much. But now, because of this, I have more time to read because I'm not knitting all the time. Although I have been thinking that maybe I should start to read and knit at the same time. It would be fun. So I have a lot of books that I have to read or I want to read. But I am having one here. This is the most recent one of the Outlander books. And I am really an Outlander fan. I like the show, and I've read all the books except for this one. And this has been out like maybe a year and a half or more even. And I'm not very far. I just read maybe 1/3. Because it hasn't been a time when I read much. But now I was thinking that maybe I'll get some more of this read. So this is the 9th book of the Outlander series, and I am liking it. I really like the way she writes. I like that she has made the research, so the historical things are quite accurate. Maybe not the time traveling bit, but other stuff like the Jacobite things or the American Civil War, not Civil War, the war stuff. But yeah, so it has been fun to read this now. So that's one thing I can do. And another thing that I thought that I can do now is watch at some shows that I haven't got around to because they are not spoken in English or in Finnish. Because usually when I knit, then I can like follow the things that are happening, even though I don't look at them all the time because I can understand. So the 4th season of Babylon Berlin came to Finland like maybe a month ago. So I watched that, and it was amazing. I really, really highly recommend it to everyone who is interested in good shows or the history. And it is a show about what happened in Germany in the 1920s and 30s. So quite around the time when the Nazis came to have power. So it's really interesting, and there is some romance and sex, and it is a visually very beautiful show also. But as they speak German, I don't understand any of it, then I have to like be able to see the subtitles. So now I could do that, and I am very happy that I did. What else? Oh, I also watched the season 7 of Grantchester, which is a British like a police and priest show that they solve murders and stuff. It was actually, I think it was a better season than the one before, so I enjoyed that too. Yeah. What else was I thinking? Oh, I had my birthday last week, and I turned 42, which is not like a big birthday, so I didn't get a lot of presents. But I got these wonderful earrings. These are little cats from my Metamor, that is Habibi's girlfriend. And then I got some money from my mom, and I splurged on some yarn. But I also saved some so I can buy the tickets for the swimming hall, because I really enjoy swimming. And well, I swam yesterday about 500 meters, or actually I swam 600 meters, but after 500 meters my hands started to hurt, so I couldn't continue like more, and that really bummed me out, because I was certain that I can swim, because it's easier to be in the water, and now I feel that there's nothing I can do, so that wasn't nice. But it was fun while it lasted without the pain. But now I'm going to show you some yarn that I got kind of for my birthday, so hold on. And I'm back. As you can see, I changed because I was so hot. So now I'm wearing this Roman holiday top. But there was I got what is it? A discount code from a Finnish bookstore, and they have yarn in there. So because it was like a birthday coupon for me, so I decided to get some of nice yarn. I thought that I will have been looking for some yarn for a shawl called Frank by Jouhi Locatelli. I will insert a picture here-ish. And it calls for four different colors of fingering weight yarn. So I got these colors. And the yarn is West Yorkshire Spinners Exquisite 4-ply. So this is 80% Falkland wool and 20% mulberry silk. So it is quite a luxury yarn for me at least. And these are the colors I got for that. And I am so happy. I would just like to cast that on right away, but I can't. And then where is the other ski? There. I was talking last time about that I'm going to make the birds of a feather from this mohair that I got from Nurja, Tampere. So I got this yarn to go with that. And I think it will be so lovely. And then I got these Malabrigorios. I have 2 skeins. The other is black and the other is this magenta. And I will make a Killer Queen cowl by Lyrical Knits from these 2, because it's just gorgeous. And I have been also looking for this yarn, because this feels so lovely. And it is they originally made from Malabrigorios. So I think it will be great. And there is going to be Hauhi Fall Cal this year also. So that is knit along hosted by Hauhi Locatelli, and it's like for people to knit her patterns and be part of that knit along. So I was going to make the Elton pullover. I was talking about that previously also, but now I don't know if I can, because it starts on the 1st of September, and you have to tell them that you are going to participate. I don't remember the word. It is ilmoittautua in Finnish. Anyway, and I dyed some yarn to go with this lovely mohair. And this is the yarn that I dyed to go with that. And I was thinking that this is going to be like wild and crazy over for me, because there's some sparkles and the colors are quite fun. But yeah, I don't know if I can participate on that cowl, but I'm going to make that Elton someday anyway. But if my hand's not going to be okay in a while, so I cannot participate. Yes. Okay, maybe that was the yarny stuff. And I have been like mostly okay in life, but I really would like to like continue to do acro yoga and swim and go to the gym and everything like that. And I'm really sad that I can't. Well, actually, I can go to the gym, but I cannot do any like upper or arm stuff. I don't know the terms in English. I can do some like squats and front. I don't know. I don't remember the words. Or other muscle things. But anyway, we went to soup. I don't know in English how's that pronounced. Sup boarding maybe. And I was like, yeah, I'm taking it easy, and it didn't hurt for a while, and then some things hurt, or if I twist my arm too fast. Now I have this sturdier, like this support here, so I cannot do much with this. But then I only had like something you can wrap around your arm, And then we like paddled 11 kilometers. And it was really fun. But like it just, even though it didn't feel like terrible at the time, it just made the pain worse afterwards. So I was trying to do some push-ups. I couldn't do any because my wrist cannot handle the weight on it, any weight right now. Yeah. But schools have started, and Arni, the youngest, is on the 9th grade, and the school is going great with him, and I am so happy about that. And Kuru, the middle son, is currently at home because he is doing his like apprenticeship thing or something like that. He's going to I think it's called community college. And he's studying media stuff. And his studies are going well also. So I'm really happy that everything is fine with them. And I don't have to worry about them all the time. Because I am such a person that I do worry. And actually, Guru says that I worry too much, that he doesn't want to tell me everything because I worry so much. But that's being a mom, I guess. And when your kids grow up, then he's 17 now, so it is time for them to like stop telling stuff to mom, and sometimes they do, even though they are grown up. And yeah, everything is quite all right, apart from this hand, and I'm complaining about it all the time because it just makes my life so much more annoying at the time. It's not a big thing, but it affects so much. Oh, but one nice thing was that we had a gig with our choir, and it was so much fun to sing with them, as always. And I just, because it has been a summer break from the choir also, so I just remember that how much I love to sing with others, and singing makes me just absolutely happy. It's almost the same as knitting. Well, different, but as important to me as knitting. So it was nice. Okay, I think I am done now for now, and maybe I'll get back here if I get some knitting done someday. And you be well, take care of yourself, and knit happy stitches. Bye bye.
Let me sleep for a week. I need some time to heal. The wounds are deep.